Hi, and welcome to Atecon. In this video, we want to introduce you to our adjustable rebar caps for steel down from 1/2 inch up to 1 1/4 inch thick steel bars. Our exclusive plastic clip fastening design assures a good hold onto the rebar and also guarantees a true interchangeability from thick bars again to thinner rebars, as we will demonstrate later. For now, a few design characteristics that make our caps stand out from the rest. The first one is that the competitors' caps secure the rebar through thin plastic fins. Our caps do this through rugged plastic clips. When we cut the caps through the middle, we can observe that the protective upper part of our cap is 5 mm thick, much wider than the rest of the cap, which is set at 2 mm, giving it greater impact resistance. On the other hand, other manufacturers leave the thickness of the cap constant at 2 mm, making them more prone to impalement risks. In terms of ease of installation, we can observe that common safety plugs are easy to install in a 1/2 inch rebar. But once we try to install it in a 1 inch bar, it becomes way harder to push it downward. And if you want to reinstall it in a 1/2 inch rebar, the cap just doesn't hold the bar with the same firmness it originally did, because the fins are already damaged. On the other hand, our Atecon rebar cap latches itself firmly on a 1/2 inch rebar, and once we install it on a 1 inch rebar, the pressure needed to secure it is much less than with the other cap. Once we reinstall it on the 1/2 inch rebar, the cap adjusts itself to the small diameter firmly due to the inner legs, and the high quality plastic used helps it flexing back to its original position. For our impact test, we used 46 kg bags of sand dropped from a height of 10 feet. We sharpened the edge of the rebars used for the drop test to demonstrate just how much more resistant our rebar plugs are in comparison to other brands. In the first test, we used a cap from one of our competitors, which is easily perforated by the rebar. When we exchanged the cap for our RC1 Atecon cap, having resisted the impact from the drop test, what can be seen is fractures around the body of the cap. But remember, these elements are for one use only after an impact. The main point is that the integrity of the worker is safeguarded due to the lack of impalement possibility. Our second tests are made from a height of a regular person. As you can see, the generic cap lets the rebar through the sandbag. Our second test is with our RC1 rebar cap, which resists the test with no visible damage to it. And as you can see, the rebar cap is intact. No danger of impalement here. If you wish to know more about this and other practical construction accessories, please visit us at rebarspacerchair.com. Thanks.